3,
4.
All right, now we're live. What's going on, everybody? I can't. This is why I don't host. Welcome, everyone, to episode 62 of No Bucks Given right here on the Horny Goat YouTube channel and, of course, the Horny Goat Podcasting Network, where you can listen to us on your favorite podcasting platforms, including Google, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor, and so many others. We've got...
Yeah.
What?
What?
What? What?
Nothing. Just keep doing your thing.
Cool. What's up, Paul Arizola in the chat and Alpha Jargon? This is off to a great start. Of course, it's No Bucks Given, the show we talk about anything and everything in the crazy world that is going on here, sports, entertainment, or anything in between that we just find kinky to enjoy. Of course, I got the whole the Horny Goat crew. You know what I said. The Horny Goat crew is with me here. I got Canadian Basement. I got Heather. I got Jay Pizzle. What's going on, my fam? How you guys doing?
Doing well. What do you think of my picture? You love it? Because I do.
It's aggressive.
Only we can see it.
That's the
Yeah,
Do you believe
If
in?
anybody has seen this video and I
Again,
said this last night, stop.
They don't know what you're even talking about because, as you see, we're not even on the screen.
Okay.
That's why we're stopping you.
Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be a great.
Calories have been consumed, apparently.
Well, I told you that. But god damn it, I was excited to show my picture that I found.
Case my what?
Fucking assholes. Eat my dick.
Hey, we're tag partners, okay?
I'm gonna turn on you.
Oh God,
You're
why?
like- what did I do? Imagine JP turns and he's the heel.
Hey,
And everyone sympathizes with Basement.
He's threatening me, guys.
I got you a BFF bracelet.
I drew you this picture of us together holding hands. I'm gonna kill you.
That's never gonna happen.
Now I just want to buy you guys those just for fucking like in real life. Oh my god. We got some tidbits to talk about. We got some wonderful people joining us in the Chizab. We got, of course, Jurgen Alpha, Paul Arzola, Cody. Thank you all for tuning in. Yeah, last night was a little crazy. It was the season finale of HGW, Horny Goat Wrestling from WWE 2K22. A lot of titles changed hands. A lot of titles stayed where they are. So as you heard, Jay Pizzle and Basement are still the tag team champions going into season 2. We are still in the process of getting everything set up for season 2, so keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. Plus, of course, tomorrow we got episode 4 of the Harry Potter Roundtable joining us for the Goblet of Fire. That should be a lot of fun. And some other.
And I just want to say that retainment of those titles was because of me.
He did good.
I know I did.
Honestly, that was probably the best match of the night just because of your two fucking banter.
Well, Basement to get in there and tag out. Like
I had to save myself for the Rumble.
Oh,
That meant
okay.
nothing.
Yeah, I know, right?
I do
But-
have to share, before we get really into the topics for tonight, I have to share, Ronnie told me today that her little children have decided that their Amazon driver looks like Rayshawn. And they cheered him when he showed up delivering a package today.
That's fucking awesome.
Yes, Rayshawn everywhere. World
mean-
tour.
No, world tours have gone bad for you. And I'm surprised Basement didn't just say like, "Hey, JP, listen, it was tough winning that battle royal for Team Basement."
I didn't dedicate it to anybody but myself, so.
No, no, for Team Basement, no, for us, we did it for us. But you're the winner, right?
That's what we'll be. We'll be Team Basement.
I am the tag team
Featuring
champion.
JP.
Hey, listen, there's
I'll
three
hold
JP.
both belts. You
there's-
can carry my cape.
There's three. There's 3 versions of JP already made for next season, so I think you might be kicked out.
World tour.
World tour. We also got Heather playing still through on Hogwarts, which has been a fucking amazing game from what I've seen in the times I've been on the same stream. A lot of good stuff over there, so make sure you check out all the other cool stuff coming at you. We got some interesting stuff to talk about this evening, but besides JP's caloric intake, how you guys doing? I know Basement's like on the verge of death right now.
I'm on the verge of life.
I don't believe that at all.
Just nothing. Just sitting here.
Just like in that tag match.
What?
He said just like an tag match.
Keep talking, motherfucker.
Oh my god, good stuff. Good stuff. I see a lot of people in the chat saying like, Cody, what's up? New Horny Goat champion in the house. I felt bad. Like I'm glad Cody won. Don't get me wrong. It was a fun match, the Iron Man match between Cody and Ray Sean. But I was just saying before we hopped on here how we've had monsters and fucking horrible creatures hold on to our top championship for eons of time. And it took a fucking elimination chamber to get Ray Sean the belt, and then literally his first title defense, he loses it.
Yep.
Now he's delivering for Amazon.
Yep. And then he loses it on his first defense. Fucking
Yep.
great. Fucking love that shit.
Yeah, it was a fun show.
Love it when that happens. That tells a great story. When you get to the pinnacle, you finally get it, and then you lose it. I love that shit. Love it. I'm a heel for that shit.
I feel like you're a heel for a lot of things.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I concur with that assessment.
Concur. Speaking of heel-like things, I guess we might as well talk about the thing that was like everybody, for obvious reasons, hit me up on Twitter like fucking crazy for again obvious reasons, and it's probably the biggest story. It's the main story we got to talk about here, and that's the whole Johnathan Majors situation. So, Marvel's fucked, huh?
Well, I will say this right now, and I did say yes, Marvel could be, but we know how society is today, so they've already passed judgment, I'm sure. I am and I've said this with everything that's happened, let's wait and see what happens before we pass judgment on somebody.
So
I don't know if it's true or not. He's denying it.
Well, of course he's denying it. So
well, if he did it, then I don't think he's gonna deny it. If it didn't, let me figure out how to say this. I think everybody understands what I'm trying to say. I'm not condoning what happened. Okay.
Right.
I think I think he if somebody denies something in today's world of this magnitude in the public, why would he lie?
To save his accent.
President lied about getting sucked.
So it doesn't matter if he's. I'm just gonna say this now. It doesn't matter if he's innocent or not. I can almost fucking guarantee you, people are gonna be like, "Why is he in this movie? This guy is accused of beating somebody."
Oh no, they wouldn't even use the word accused. He's an abuser. He shouldn't work anymore.
I hate that. It's like all of a sudden it comes out, and now that's why I think him denying it. We can't just say, "Oh, he did it." Is what I'm saying. Who knows?
So just to kind of go over real quick, like rapid fire here. The article says that Majors, 33, was taken into custody following a 911 call made from an apartment in the Chelsea neighborhood of Manhattan. According from the NYPD, the victim informed police she was assaulted. The 30-year-old woman had minor injuries to her head and neck. Major faces charges of strangulation, assault, fucking ads, strangulation, assault, and harassment, according to NYPD. The attorney for Majors said the actor is completely innocent and was probably the victim of an altercation with a woman he knows. We are quickly gathering and presenting evidence to the district attorney with the expectation that all charges will be dropped imminently. So it's hard to say because there's I don't want to undersell, obviously, domestic violence or anything of that nature, or any sort of anything like this happens. But to kind of piggyback off of a little bit what JP said, it is kind of a wait and see. I mean, shit. We were just talking about this a little bit on the HD Dub stream last night. Justin Roiland, who the co-creator of Rick and Morty, the voices of everything, was, for lack of a better phrase, canceled almost across the board. And then it just was released that everything was dropped because there wasn't sufficient charges. Now, again, I'm not saying that he did or didn't do anything, but this whole idea of like things jumping the gun. But obviously the bigger thing is he's he's kind of the cornerstone that Marvel is kind of leaning on right now. So, oh, Kevin Feige must be sweating right now.
And I understand that. My point is, what will Marvel do? We'll see. If they don't do anything with him, then I can tell you there's nothing there for them to.
Oh, there's still plenty more for them to dig into, but it would set them back at least 10 to 15 years because of having to recast and reshoot every fucking thing.
My point is, you're missing my point.
Mm.
I don't. If Marvel goes forward with this guy, then I don't think. I think the chances of anything happening to him are nil. Now, if they fire him, then you know he's guilty.
I don't think anything will come of this
I agree.
outside of what's come of it now, because first of all, like I don't know, the interaction kind of came out of nowhere, and unless like even if it did happen and it happened the way that it's said to have happened, I don't just like this woman's probably going to take a payout.
Oh
I
god,
would
yeah.
I would say way more than anything, because they haven't released who the woman is, but there's no like history of it being someone that's been ingrained in his life or anything like that, or else there would be some sort of inkling. People could be like, "Oh, this is who they're talking about."
Right.
So it's like a one-off, and I mean, keeping it going forever with a chance to be legally required to hire a bunch of people and be entwined with that for forever, might just not be the way it goes. I think it's going to be a payout, and even if he didn't do what is said, he'll probably end up giving her money just so she shuts the fuck up. Um, but like in the end, we also, what is this? We have Quantum Mania that already came out with him in it. What's the next project he's supposed to be featured in timeline wise?
Presumably, well, that's the thing, is that presumably we don't know. The only thing that we know for sure that he'll definitely be in is Avengers Kang Dynasty. Where he could, at this point in time, he could pop up in anything. There's been rumors he might be in Moon Knight season 2, but there's nothing been.
Season 2.
I feel like he's going to be in end credits for anything kind of released this year.
Yep. Or reference.
So
Well,
it's
Loki.
easy enough to kind of like
Loki season 2.
Yeah, so well, I mean, in the end, we'll see. Like, there's enough. When is Loki season 2 supposed to come out? Do you know? Okay.
Great question. So sometime this year, I think it's gonna be the fall.
Yeah. So in all honesty, this will probably people will stop talking about this in about 2 to 3 months, because I don't think it's gonna go further than this. I already saw okay, I saw two things. One was, and I have no idea if this is like reliable. One was the fact that other people are coming out saying that he was abusive. I think that's probably horseshit, because it's such a like, oh, directors are saying he was abusive. What? He's been in these mega movies. If he's abusive on set, then it's like, you think he has more power than the fucking movie makers for the movies he's involved in? I don't think so. And the other thing is, more recently, is that the woman has recanted her statements.
Huh, well, there you go. I mean, I don't want to, again, I don't want to downplay the accusation, because obviously it's one of those tippy toe kind of situations where, like, hey, there needs to be more information out there, but at the same time, like, theoretically, yeah, this could be a major fuck up on everyone's part, or rather, it would have a ripple effect, I should say, especially in Marvel, because it's like, hey, yeah, but what I was going to mention
I
earlier
look at
was, what's up?
I look at it this way: if there was like a lot of proof physically of him having done this to a woman, that shit would have already hit the internet. Rihanna was bigger than fucking him, and Rihanna's pictures of her face fucking, it turned into putty, was out in like 10 seconds. Man, they had Kobe Bryant's body in a helicopter before it even fucking happened.
Yeah, true. The two things I was just gonna make a note of was, one, if, like, okay, let's say worst case scenario, they decide to recast, right? You talk about creatively, now's the time to fucking pull it off. You've showed variants of other people, right? I mean, this is creatively, Marvel has a perfect opportunity where if they needed to do that, they could.
It's that would still be terrible.
Oh, I agree.
It's from what I understand of fucking Quantumania. There's just like, you kind of set That was that moment where you're kind of like, this is the guy we're moving forward with. You
Oh yeah,
can't. Recasting is gonna be. It's gonna hurt. It'll hurt Marvel more than would hurt any other fucking movie to recast a character like that.
agreed.
And they've done it in the past for like side characters, but this is different. And this is I kind of think this is the benefit for them having like a CGI monster as their enemy because it's easily recasted if shit hits the fan.
Well, that's what they did with Thanos. They did technically recast him, but semantics. By the way, I also did giggle because when this broke, he obviously was trending on Twitter, right? And so on Twitter, you see like the trending topics. It goes in relation to, so it shows like the main thing, and then underneath it, it shows like something that's a similar discussion points on Twitter. You know, to engage in healthy conversation. I've never rolled my eyes so hard when I saw Johnathan Majors in relation to people talking about Ezra Miller, and I'm like, not even fucking close.
No, not even.
Oh.
Like, why would you put those two in the same fucking category?
I saw a
They
thread.
both make superhero movies.
I
That's the only
know, but
reason.
fuck, man.
I saw a thread of Johnathan Majors. This is the new man. Him like dressed in pink, like right underneath, accused of beating women.
Jesus.
Good lord, they really took a turn fast.
What's up, Bodo? Joining us in the Chizat. Oh my god, like just like why? Like I know it's Twitter's automatic thing doing it, but like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
But no, I
The
don't think
thing
it,
is, like, I think
Just Twitter doing it. It's everybody.
oh yeah, I
But
know.
I think half the fucking world, even if it comes out tomorrow, this was all a lie, and there's proof that it was all a lie. The man's still gonna be like, there's still gonna be like a group of people out there being with fucking at the picket line when any movie he's in comes out. He did this, no matter what.
You sit there and say that. Oh, he paid those people off to get those articles printed.
Those are the conspiracy theorists.
I think there's some amount of people, and I know this is for a fact because internet trolls exist. Now people are more invested in seeing Marvel fucking fall apart because of this, and they'll always hold it as like a playing card when it's like, this is why Marvel should go away,
Right.
or whatever. You know, it's like another little thing that nitpick about. So yeah, fuck, I don't really care. Make good movies. I don't really care about the actors too much.
Yep.
100%.
My
All right.
question is, why did she wait until the next day to make the report? See, me, I'd be making that report on the fucking spot.
I
Oh,
assumed it was on
She
the
couldn't do it on the spot. She was getting strangled.
So here's the thing,
God
people.
damn it.
I don't know. You would, then people are out there like, well, she was scared. I get it.
But I mean, I don't get like
that people don't have faith in the law. I guess I don't.
No.
it doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't have like someone break into my house and be like, just wait till I call the cops tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
What?
stupid. I mean,
I think
don't
she
know
like
why.
probably, my honest opinion, from like a distance of only knowing what I know and not having any proof in terms of like video evidence or anything like that of someone they probably got into an altercation that was like slightly above normal for physicality,
Mhm.
and she went back and was like, oh my god, I could spin this and do this
Yeah.
with it
And it's
because of the level of fame. I mean, it's still not right for him to do anything like that, but like, we don't know. Maybe she fucking came at him. The guy's fucking
in the report I
Mike
read
Tyson.
in the report I read on TMZ, she went to reach for his phone because he was messaging somebody. Or if
Oh,
you have
yeah.
so much fucking trust issues with your man who has never cheated on you before, you are the problem in that relationship. 100%.
I mean, first of all, the guy is like fucking one of the hottest actors around right now. He's on the top of like every board for people wanting him in their movies and shit. And it's just, like, if he reaches for his phone and you don't have trust, you probably need to leave his life anyway.
Correct. 100%.
And he's
So
probably fucking banging everybody under the sun. So who knows?
hey, listen.
He's conquering, man.
If you're if you're Jonathan Majors, you're listening.
Strangle me, bitch.
Give me. Just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. What you guys got? What do you? I know I have a bunch of shit ton of articles, but who I know people were contributing different things to our pile. So what you guys want me to talk about next?
Heather.
I saw today that apparently Zachary Levi, or Levi, however he says his last name, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson have a real life feud going on between each other.
Who's Zachary Levi?
He's
Shazam.
Shazam.
Shazam, bitches.
And he was also what was that show where he was a secret agent? Chuck, right?
Yes.
That was him and
The guy
Chuck.
from Firefly. Yeah,
Yes.
he was
my-
Chuck.
Wow. All right, I did not know that. I did hear a little bit about that, but Heather, do you want to take the floor?
He made a video on Instagram. He went live, I believe it was, and basically gave out a spoiler of him saying, the studio and I tried to do this for it was trying to get the two of the bigger
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Disney legends to come and invite him in a mid-credit scene to be part of the Justice League.
Yes.
But apparently The Rock intervened and put up a big fight for that not to happen, as well as keeping Black Adam far away from any of the Shazam products.
Which makes no sense because
They're
Black
polar
Adam
op-
as a character is fucking in the same fucking universe. It's the
Not even-
Shazam universe.
It's not even. I was about to say it's not even just the fact that it's all under DC. It's like they're fucking polar opposites of each other. It's like the same.
Aren't they supposed to be fucking enemies of one another? Like
Yes.
that's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
yes.
okay, from my understanding though, like The Rock, he wanted Henry Cavill, he wanted Superman because the Rock, like whatever you want to say about him, he's gotten some like bad press recently, and it happened with Vin Diesel, and then it happened with this. But I also feel like you never hear like anybody being like, "Oh, he's a bad guy," or whatever. I feel like The Rock is probably one of the fakest fucking human beings on planet Earth.
I cannot stand The Rock. I could not, I mean, he was great in WWE, but I once he left WWE, I just didn't care.
He seems like if a corporation could become a person.
Well, he himself is a corporation.
He
He's
is.
running 6 to 7 different businesses.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
on top of acting.
It's funny. It's funny because there's actually a rumbling rumor, and so take this for what it's worth, that he might have been the catalyst for the burial, for lack of a better phrase, of Brendan Fraser for as many years as he got buried. I'm not saying he was the reason, but that Brendan Fraser was the emerging acting star, big action star that was coming out of the Mummy franchise, and then kind of tanked after that. And Rock kind of like stepped in and took over as the next major like action role star, at least a rumor anyway. But to Heather's point, yeah. So spoilers for Shazam 2. Heads up, too late. The mid-credit scene for Shazam 2 features Amanda Waller trying to recruit him for the Justice Society. So apparently in the original pitch, as she said, I think it was Hawkman and Cyclone from the Black Adam movie.
That's who he said in the Instagram live.
Yeah.
Is they wanted Hawkman and they wanted Cyclone to come and visit Shazam to invite him to be part of the Justice Society
Yep.
and the Justice League itself.
And bring it all together. And so that got kiboshed. And yeah, like, man,
I haven't seen the like. I know you shared it. I just didn't get a chance to watch it. The Zachary Levi, him coming out and saying all this shit. It just like there's multiple strikes being put against the Rocks. I think the thing is, when I think of the Rock nowadays, especially, I think he is somebody that like if he doesn't have control, he does not want to be part of something.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
And it's obvious because look at him first of all, and like everything that he does, like I bring my gym around with me. I only drink my own tequila, and I only do whatever I want, whenever I want, anytime I want, or whatever. He seems to be like somebody that it's weird because like I feel like as long as you understand what he is, he'd be fine to probably work with, but if you're trying to like do something like this, and it's like, oh man, be part of the Shazam universe, which you should be. And he's like, well, if it's not the best, which is Superman in his mind, probably for like superheroes, then I don't want to be part of it.
He's wanted to do
Yeah.
the Black Adam thing for ages.
Yeah, he's got a lot of like love for it, so I can see him being like against it not going the way he wanted it to go. But he also had problems with the Fast and the Furious fucking franchise, and that was like it wasn't really, it didn't need him.
No. But
It
you know what?
And
didn't
that's been proven.
that one, I believe it was more Vin Diesel than it was The Rock, because Vin Diesel took
Well,
over that franchise. So, like,
Vin
he
Diesel
was
made that franchise.
money into it. He didn't put all the money into it though.
Well, Vin Diesel made that franchise.
He did.
So like, if for it to be like, well, you're gonna split like split it with me moving forward because I'm the bigger name, it's kind of like horseshit.
Honestly, I think him getting out and James Gunn doing like the fucking shake weight and fucking refreshing everything, it's probably for
Oh
the
my
best
god.
in terms of the timing. I know we've discussed the back and forth about like him resetting shit and starting his own thing over and et cetera and so forth, but I think just in the
Well, you look at it, it's the Rock now has like shit going around with him. You've got Ezra Miller shit going around with him. You've got fucking Snyder. Like it's like a poison, a well
oh
of
my god, I
poison.
forgot about fucking Snyder. Did you guys hear about that with Snyder?
Which thing?
Which one? Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I heard that like apparently for reasons that still fucking baffle me, he is re-releasing in select theaters Superman, what is it? Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and his version of Justice League into theaters. I don't know why.
I don't either.
Because that's like he wants to keep that fan base that like looks at him as a fucking god touchdown alive. Because I don't know why the guy just doesn't move on to do different fucking things. He was a fine director beforehand. He over relies on like he has a very specific way of making movies, just like Zack Snyder.
Oh, okay.
It's all fucking slow mo
But you know
and
what?
like dark
Like, here's the
coloring.
thing. I thought, and I'm just gonna say this right here, right now. I thought Snyder's version of Justice League was a massive step up from the fucking weed and vomit-inducing version we got.
I still don't think it was a very good movie.
I
No,
mean, I
and
thought,
it certainly need to be
Because
4
if it has to be 17 years long to be like watchable,
okay, I'm not saying it's perfect by any stretch of imagination, but I'm saying is compared to what we originally got,
well, the original
it's
movie
better.
was fucking
But
wet shit.
but that being said, cool. We all saw it. Let's keep going. Let's move
No,
on.
we got to reimagine everything. I'm not against the. This is kind of why like I prefer if they. I wish superhero movies weren't the fucking main thing in the world, because it's kind of interesting when you get like these offbeat directors that want to have a crack at doing Superman or Flash or Batman. You get the spice of life, variety. Nowadays, it's like, man, nope, can't do that. We're gonna be taking over. Have you ever seen a Disney movie? Want to watch 17 of them in a row? All the exact same movie with different skins? It's like Fortnite, the fucking movie franchise.
Oh God, I don't even get into that.
What you got?
Do I dare ask
Yeah.
what other? Wait, you said there what Zack Snyder stuff? There's more.
Well, I mean, it's all stemming from the same place. There is like a fan base that is in love with this man and will never accept that. It's
I
like
know.
it's weird. It's a weird offshoot that doesn't like doesn't exist anywhere else. It doesn't really exist in Star Wars, that universe. It doesn't really exist in the Marvel universe, where they're in love with the director more than like the conglomerate that owns it.
Which is kind of.
But also, they should have never really given Zack Snyder the keys to the kingdom.
I was gonna say he never ever should have gotten that much power.
I mean, I enjoyed Man of Steel. I'm not gonna. I'll be honest. I thought Batman v Superman was
I feel like
a movie.
they fucked up because when they did what they did with the Zack Snyder universe of DC movies, Marvel was really hitting it out of the park, and they had that comedic balance with things that mattered that really worked. Then they turned it up to 1 trillion, and it kind of killed itself.
Yeah.
But the DC universe was like, okay, we're gonna do something different, and I was down for it. Like, we're gonna go a bit more dour. We're gonna get, a darker universe. But you don't do the darker universe, dour universe stuff with Superman. You don't
No.
start there. You start with Batman. You start with the low level guys. They went way too fast. They skipped ahead so quickly to get to something that they thought could compete with like where Marvel was, and they just killed themselves because of it. And I didn't hate Man of Steel, but I also thought it wasn't really like. I mean, fucking Superman has hope on his fucking chest. Wasn't that movie did not inspire hope to me?
I hope it was over.
Like, you know what, son? I need to go kill myself in a tornado. Okay, Dad.
Okay. I'm going off on a tangent here, but
I'm gonna snap a neck
that
at the end of
scene,
the movie.
that scene, I fucking laughed my ass off because I'm like,
I died.
well, no, he did. He
That,
could have just ran and fucking ran 2
he
miles
saved
away.
the dog and let his dad die.
Yep.
Like while I was watching, I'm like, I think this man actually wants to just commit suicide.
I'm sick of your shit, son.
I never agreed to raise an alien.
Shit.
Maybe he was, maybe,
Peace out,
maybe he was saying, "Give me high five," and he didn't do it fast enough.
It's like if he could move as fast as he could move, nobody would even know he was fucking taken away from
That's
the
my
tornado.
point. That's my point.
It's so stupid.
Oh God.
That is stupid, and the fucking he has to neck snap him and cry to himself at the end. It was just like nothing.
No.
It's like he was trying to hit these big emotional story beats, but they were so dumb that I was like, yeah, okay.
I don't know. The neck snapping thing. I'm torn, honestly. Like on one part.
I'd prefer that not to happen. I really liked what they did after that with Batman seeing Superman.
Yes.
Not technically Superman causing the destruction, like fucking 9/11, and it being Superman involved in it, and him like being like, okay, we got to take this guy down. This is a fucking problem. I loved that, but they
Yeah.
didn't really do enough with it for me. That was perfect for me. But I think that's why there's a fan base for it, because there's certain things that are really good, and then there's the actual product.
I think the neck snapping thing for me personally would have been. I get where you're coming from. I still liked it just because of the. It's kind of the Superman. Like it showed a glimpse of the Superman that I wanted to see, not the one that kills, but the idea that he wrestled with the moral dilemma of having to make that tough decision. But he should have made it in the first fucking movie. I agree with you on that. And it doesn't help that he fucking how many buildings?
This to me will always be mind-boggling, and I'll never accept it. There's a multi-bajillion-dollar company making a movie for multi-millions of dollars that actually decided to put that fucking messed up fucking looking CGI of his deleted mustache
Mm-hmm.
face. Like what was that? How do you accept to spend that much money? I'd rather just see Superman with a fucking mustache. Like it looked so bad. It
Yep.
was so terrible. And I'm like, you can't seriously think releasing this is going to be okay. Because every scene he was in, all I did was look at his upper lip. I had no idea what he said, but it was fucking horrible.
It was his teeth. I don't know about you, but like
it was
like,
all fucked up.
I know. All right, you know what? Hold on. I have to find the
Yeah,
gift.
the mouth was a big problem, and it was so distracting that anything that happened in that movie, I was like, man,
I don't
that
know
mouth.
what you're fucking talking about, but I gotta fucking see this now.
It's bad, man. So he was doing Mission Impossible, and he had to have a mustache for the role for some reason. But like they wanted to do reshoots because the movie was shit, and they didn't know what they were doing, and they had no idea how to handle it. So they brought him back in to do reshoots. But Mission Impossible, while he was filming at the same time, wouldn't allow him to shave his mustache.
He was I shit you not. He was contractually obligated to keep the fucking mustache on.
Yeah, and it really had nothing to do with his character after seeing the movie. Whatever, they were just like, "Fuck you, you don't control us." And
Yeah.
so he went back and they CGI'd out his
Oh my
mustache,
god.
and it's so bad.
It's weird because like there is like maybe 2 scenes where you can't tell and it looks fine. And then
Oh, it's really bad though,
hey, let's
because like,
spend a lot of time
uh,
I need to see it.
I just put it up. The first fucking clip of Justice League is a cell phone camera footage of him, and it's like, okay, right
It's
off
like
the bat.
whoever he's talking to, he looks like he just want to fucking punch her in the freaking. It looks like the fucking lady on my fucking.
Yeah, he's talking to Batman because he wants to fucking kill him. He's like, oh, you brought me back to life. I'm gonna fucking fuck you up now. Oh my god, fucking Bruce, I must ask you a question.
no, there's a worse one, because there's one where he's in like daylight.
Yeah, hold on. I think I know. I think I know the one you're talking about. Let me see if I can find it. Oh god. Yeah, I found it. It's oh my god, it's bad. Let's just get the. I want to get like a good close up one.
So him talking, it looks like the bottom half of his.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not
Dude,
going
it's
at
bad.
the same time.
His face is just stationary.
Yeah, his top is paralyzed from the dentist.
And it's fucked up because anytime you ever see this guy act, he does like his upper lip moves quite a lot more than fucking dead face. Looks like he took like when you go to the dentist.
Yeah,
That shit.
Novocaine.
18 fucking milligrams of Novocaine to the upper lip.
Oh god.
Yeah, the one in the daytime is hideous. It's really bad.
Oh god. There's some. Hold on. There's.
It's really bad, man. Like, this is nowhere near as bad.
I know. I'm trying to find a gif of it, and it's fucking hard to find a gif of it.
Oh god.
Come on, give me a good
Man,
one.
it's hard to find a gif of it. Shit.
I know, right?
Anytime I search for it, I get more pictures of the guy half naked than I get of him with his fucking mustache.
I love how you just like. I just had to. Oh my god, where? God damn, I can't find it.
Yeah, I mean, I heard about this, but I don't remember. I don't pay attention to that shit. Like, shut the fuck up, lady.
Jelly bears.
I don't
Jelly
pay too
bears.
much attention to all the. I mean, yeah, you can tell, and it is distracting. But I didn't know. I don't know, man. I mean, I get what you're saying. Why the fuck is my phone acting like a fucking shit stain again?
Mustache.
That's
Here,
why.
I'll show you.
Here, I got one.
What-
Here we go.
It looks like a different person.
It does look like a CGI'd person. Here we go. So bad.
There's a bunch of images of it. You can show the images. The images are terrible.
I just
It
did.
doesn't even look like him. Like the bottom half of him doesn't. It's not.
Nothing looks right.
Nope.
He looks
It's
like Adam
terrible.
Carolla fucking actually cleaned his.
Thank you.
Oh god.
Look at that fucking chin action. They replaced his whole lower half. They replaced all of his face.
The one on the left looks like.
Oh my god, this scene is fucking horrible. Like, it's like, what is going on
JP,
here,
this
man?
was one of the opening scenes of Justice League.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
a
shit
movie
you
that
not.
probably cost $500 million at minimum to make. This
All
is
right.
what you get.
Hold on. Now I need to look up like the specifics of the Superman.
Oh my god.
It's really bad, man. Why wouldn't you just rather be like, why does he have a? I'd rather have the question, why does he have a mustache? Than why does he look like fucking potato face?
You know what he looks like? He looks like he was in that slap fighting competition.
He looks like 18
Oh, God, yeah.
bees entered his mouth.
And they're still in there.
It's fucking disgusting.
You wanna know what's even worse? I just found out how much it cost to do that CGI.
Oh, it was like stupidly expensive. For how terrible
you ready
it
for
was.
this? So, how much did it cost to CGI Superman's mustache? It cost Warner Brothers. Any guesses? Anybody? Come on, real quick.
It's in the millions.
Yeah.
I think it was like I'm gonna go with $25 million.
On the nose, or on the lip in this case. Yeah, 25 mil. You
Oh, I thought
And
it was
meanwhile,
20.
they not only could have saved money,
can do better in
but
Photoshop.
also made it look better, is if they just got two very thin pieces of prosthetic flesh and put it on his fucking upper lip to cover the
Just
mustache.
let the man have a mustache. Why is it like? Can Superman not grow hair? Is that a thing? Because he's got a hairy fucking chest in half the fucking movie.
Yeah, he does.
Well, no, because he was supposed to be dead. So then it's like, oh, let's wake you up, and you have.
Yeah,
a
his
fucking...
hair would grow while he's dead, right? That's the thing.
Well,
No,
this is the.
it does not grow. It's the skin shrinking away from your hair follicles and makes it look like it grew.
Well,
So-
that didn't happen.
So the thing is your
Came
skin
back
is
as a
cells.
fucking.
Once you die, your cells die.
Well, he's an alien, so
I
we can
mean,
make up whatever we want.
I
The
actually
truth thing, any time a Kryptonian dies, they grow a mustache.
hold on. I actually just found a GIF of him that somebody digitally put the mustache back on him, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of prefer him with the mustache.
That's what I'm saying, man. Why did it just fucking give? It's supposed to be a darker fucking show. Who
Yeah,
cares?
look,
So ridiculous, man. Don't make that. If anything, that's
super
fucking
dad,
devil's work.
super
Fucking
dad.
monstrosity. I don't even see it.
You can?
Wait for it to load.
Yeah.
Oh, went tiny.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's a
And it would
million
be
times
if
better.
It wasn't 70s porn mustache.
Yeah.
But
I'm Tom Selleck, and I'm gonna snap you like a fucking twig.
Okay,
I
it's a million
prefer it.
times better than the last fucking thing. That's for damn sure.
Now back to the writing. What writing?
God, DC is such a they deserve to burn in hell.
Well, that's why I'm glad Gunn's in. I think Gunn's gonna do a pretty decent job. I don't think it's gonna. I think there's gonna be some follies here and there, but I think generally, it's in good hands.
I hope so. I hope like the only thing Gunn needs to do is he kind of needs to reel himself in sometimes. I think, or if he's gonna be like
Oh come on! Don't put
directing
it.
the movies and stuff.
Don't put a gun to his head.
I can't. He's too rich for me.
Well, he did announce that he's direct. I mean, this is kind of a duh. He's directing, and I think he's finished the script for his Superman movie.
yes, between that and Blue Beetle.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see. We got 3 movies left under the old regime, with Flash coming out in like 3 fucking months.
I did see a commercial for that, or the what do you call that?
Flash.
Yes.
You
No,
get-
the
The trailer.
the trailer. There you
There we go. You good?
go. Shut the fuck up.
No, Connor, you know this is the real Tef.
No, I know.
What
It's
do you call that these days?
He's feeling it.
Oh, okay.
A whole
I'm
lot of
good.
grit.
No, keep going. Keep going.
all right. I'll try. If only had a reliable partner. So
Fuck
basement.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you got for us? Anything you want to talk about this evening?
No.
The fuck, man.
Really?
Nothing.
Well, fuck. I don't know. What was?
I mean, there's the mind. I watch too much news stuff.
You do.
I just I don't want to talk about it. I don't care.
Hold on. I just want to make sure I understood what the fuck you just said, and I think Basement caught it too. You just said I watch too much news. I don't want to talk about it.
So this past week, because I had a lot of meetings and stuff, so I would turn on the news just
Background noise.
for background noise, and
Uh-huh.
I'd just look up and I'd see something. And it's like, Jesus Christ, what's our world coming to? But anyway.
That's why we spent fucking 20 minutes
know-
on talking
I
about a
know the
CGI mustache on
explosion-
Superman
the
from fucking 10
explosion
years
in
ago.
Pennsylvania, the chocolate factory. Willy Wonka must be pretty fucking pissed off right now.
Yeah, I did not know a damn thing about this, and I should have known about this because this is up near fucking
I
my
knew
neighborhood.
about it, but how many times have we seen these things happen? This used to happen when I was a kid all the time. Now it's every little thing that happens, and I know it's a big explosion. I get that, but I'm just saying. Now it's world news. It's on the world news now. It's like
because there's nothing else to report about. Trump isn't in an office.
That's true.
So real quick, I'm just taking a look at the article here. It looks like there were 7 killed in the factory explosion. So, looks like here. I'm trying to find the
They
actual.
still don't know what caused it. I do know that.
Yeah, I'm trying to read through the article to see like exactly.
I think it was Willy Wonka.
Destroying the competition.
No, he fucking gave the chocolate factory to a kid and a douchebag grandpa. So of course.
Can we please talk about how much Grandpa Joe was a fucking cokehead asshole in fucking.
He's literally the worst human being.
And people think he's like, oh, he isn't a cokehead. Yeah, you watch, you look back, you see the fucking fucking fingernail that he had.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking jumps up. Oh, no, I can't walk, and then I get free chocolate. Fuck the rest of you.
Man, if you were laying in bed for 20 fucking years, and I get what the story that they were trying to tell, kind of, but it's like good.
It's a weird fucking movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Right?
No shit.
I like. Did they just say he laid in bed for 20 years and hasn't gotten out?
And he wasn't alone. He was laying in fucking orgy in bed.
That's
his brother and sister.
I'm just saying, how in the fuck is the mother gonna be, or whoever's taking care of him, be able to change the sheets? You gotta change the sheets at some fucking point.
But the way they had it set up was just like
they were just feeding into each other's asses.
Like more or less, it's like it's like a fucking pre-gaming fucking human centipede thing going on over there. With like they're just swimming in their own juices of like full like like just no. Like that would be like the equivalent of like if Wendy like when Wendy got old enough and Wendy got married and had kids and you ended up with like Wendy's husband's parents in the fucking same like what? No.
No, I'm good with that.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you sit and think about it, it's fucking Grandpa Joe's a dick.
I'm just not. I don't know.
Hey, the thing is, Grandpa Joe hasn't walked in 25 years.
Hold on, I'm actually trying to look up and see if they actually said. If
they said he hasn't walked in 25 years, I'm pretty sure. And then the fucking guy, spry as a fucking 7-year-old, flips out of the bed and he's like, "I'm going to go to ticket."
No, but
ticket. Fucking douchebag just takes fucking Charlie's thunder.
I just couldn't buy the story. I do like the movie though.
The movie is creepy as shit, man.
Yes,
it is.
I watched this movie high as fuck, and it ruined my life.
I will never watch this movie on gummies just because of the fucking boat ride.
That's what I just thought of.
For the boat ride.
My favorite thing about that fucking boat ride is obviously you see these fucking intense colors, everything's moving, and I don't know if you probably guys, I don't know if you remember this.
You know where I would finish. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. You just see all these things, and it's like, fucking frog eating a bug, or like some chicken's getting its head cut off. It's like, oh, I just saw Slugworth, the fucking bad guy in the back, like just pops his head randomly in the middle of the shit.
No,
oh my god!
Until I get all that, buddy. It's just, it is what it is. But go ahead.
It's not the parents moving into the kid. It's them living in a bed made for 5 old people in the middle of the fucking room for 25 years.
I think. Well, they were very poor.
I get like it's like a fantastical story of like a kid.
I'm not trying to sway you.
You know what I think it is? I think like it's supposed to be portrayed from like a young kid's point of view, where everything's kind of exaggerated. Like especially with the kids, she turned into a fucking blueberry. He got sucked up into a fucking
chocolate pipe,
and never seen again. Yeah, that kind of shit. It's like from like a perspective of anybody that's not fucking 3 years old. You're like, are they killing everyone in this movie?
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be, but like the way that this movie is done is fucking wild, because I don't think it's for kids, and I don't think it's for anybody. But I enjoyed it.
So fucked up.
Yes, you were 100%.
It's one
You
of
know,
those.
you know, you know, did you have something to say?
No, it's already gone by, so go ahead. Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say I'd lose it at the point where he takes a bite out of that cup. You know, that's where I would lose it. Wouldn't even be the.
When he bites the cup,
And
like
they're
the
in the
flower.
forest.
That was where the chocolate waterfall was.
Yeah, everything's edible.
That part.
Everything in the room was edible, even the
Hold
grass.
on.
Yeah, it was.
That's the part
Yeah.
that you would lose your shit at?
I'd be like, holy shit, he just fucking ate glass, man.
Out of all the other fucking things, the edible wallpaper. That okay, all right. Yeah, actually, you know what? That's a fair point because that was a little bit of a messed up scene. Although I'm still wrapping my head around the fucking grandparent orgy that was in the fucking bed. That's still a little disturbing.
I mean, there wasn't an orgy. It was kids.
I mean, look, what they did in that bed is their business, but still, my point is that it's fucking disgusting. I'm trying to find if there was any like if they actually said why the fuck they were all in that bed, like if they were like there was some
There is no
disease.
excuse for why they're in their bed.
They
There
were
is no. They make zero mention of why all the
they
men
were
are-
old. Yet when like he won the ticket, he's like, "Fuck this shit, I'm stepping
That's my
again."
he's a dick. And he got a
Does
suit. Fuck
18
him.
cartwheels out of the bed. Does 8 lines of coke. Let's go, Charlie. By the way, I won the ticket, not you. And it's fucking the grandpa during the whole fucking trip. He's like, let's do this. He's like this weird fucking cracked meth head. Hey Charlie, let's do this. Hey Charlie. It's like, man, what's wrong with you?
Like Grandpa Joe even fucks him over because he's the one he suggests doing the drinking.
Yes. Grandpa Joe's the worst, man.
Push
He's
him out of
a
the
fucking pile of
fucking
shit.
glass elevator.
Hey, let's drink this bubbles or whatever the fuck happens.
Oh my
Hey
god.
Charlie, we should do this. Let's go up into the fan.
Charlie, gotta do the bubbles, Charlie.
Charlie was one of the worst actors I've ever seen.
Well, he's a fucking kid in the 70s. Oh, fun side note. Gene Wilder came out there. You know the scene where they first introduced Willy Wonka and he like does the fucking somersault in the front?
Oh yeah.
So the story goes is that was Gene Wilder's suggestion that he wrote that entire scene, and they're like, the director's like, why the fuck? And he goes, because from then on, both the audience and the people won't know when I'm telling the truth or not.
He's also like, I'm not the only one doing cocaine on the set.
Gene Wilder wouldn't fucking put it past him.
Get over here, Grandpa Joe.
Oh, you do it too? All right, let's do some fucking sugar, powdered sugar.
Holy fuck.
Oh,
that always pissed me off, Boto. The fucking everlasting gobstopper looked like the most uncomfortable thing to put in your mouth.
You know those vibrating dog toys that just bounce around that have
I was just about to say that.
That's what it
Yes. Oh god.
I was just about to say that. By the way,
pegged for nobody's pleasure.
By the way, fun little thing. You know the very like one of the opening scenes where like the candy man is like singing and doing all this stuff and he's like giving away fucking tons of candy for free. And I just realized it was a horrible business practice when I said that out loud. But you know how he's like singing to the kids.
And what business he's in?
Yeah, just come check out the van. He hits one of the kids with the door, and they kept it in the movie.
I saw that.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Basement?
No, but good.
So basically, he's behind the counter, and he opens up the sliding part of like the counter, like step up from behind the counter to like the front of them, and one of the kids is like right there, and he fucking decks the kid, just keeps going on with the song.
The show must go on.
Sorry, Heather, what were you saying?
The tunnel scene. When Slughorn pops up, you realize that's also the same scene where he pops up and talks to Charlie.
Oh fuck. That's right. Oh my god. Hold on.
They reused footage.
I'm trying to see if I can find the scene where he hits the kid with it. Yep, I found it. It's not as epic as I forgot. It's not as epic as I thought it was. I'm going to pull that up, but let me pop this up when he's talking to kids and he just decks the kid with the fucking. Oh, this is what the show is. Just us fucking going off the rails here.
This is basically a free format show.
Oh, that is another thing I did see. Gwyneth Paltrow apparently she's not being charged with a crime, but she's being sued
By ski patrol.
Or-
No,
What?
she's being sued by the person that apparently she hit. They had a collision and she just left.
While skiing on the slopes.
She hit them with a car or with her
No,
skis?
they were skiing and they collided, I guess.
Well, how is she going to not leave? Like, I've been on a fucking slope, and it's like when I've been hit by a kid, and the kid just like was fucking on a snowboard. There's no stopping. He was
No,
gone.
it was an older gentleman. Oh, damn, man.
You just noticed
the kid took it right on the fucking chin.
I told
But
you.
anyway. No, so apparently she was skiing, and I can't remember if it was in Utah.
I feel like she
whatever it
should
was.
blame
One of the things that
gravity.
Another thing that's on the world news right now is Gwyneth Paltrow's case being sued for being hit by or having a collision with some gentleman on the fucking slopes. I guess he's
What?
suing her for $300,000.
I just don't understand
Hold
how
on.
that could be a thing.
Here, I'll read it to you.
So if you and I are skiing and I hit you because I lost control,
I mean,
you can sue me?
gonna
I'm
ask.
gonna sit here and say she didn't lose control. She just wasn't paying attention, or just flat.
Or she was aiming for the senior?
All right, here it is. I got the details. Doctor suing. Sorry. Doctor suing Gwyneth Paltrow hated by grandkid after ski crash due to personality changer's daughter testifies. Retired optometrist suing Gwyneth Paltrow for plowing into him on a ski slope was so changed by the accident his own granddaughter doesn't want to be near him.
What?
Yep. The mom described an incident described an incident following the 2016 ski crash where the door of her Honda Odyssey was malfunctioning.
What?
What
This
the fuck?
So she ran him over on the ski slope?
No. I'm sorry. I'm getting all over the place with this article. It's basically saying that like he suffered brain damage and he has like
You walked away.
brain damage from it. He's acting completely different. But I'm trying to see what the actual fucking
Okay,
accident.
hold on. If anybody should clip the last like 5 minutes of conversation, it is the most confusing fucking thing I have ever heard in my life. Holy shit. That was insane. You took me on a journey, and I don't know what the fuck is real anymore. That was so. It's like, so he hit this. They hit this man with. Okay, the original thing was that she ran into somebody on skis, and they collided, and
Yep.
that was that, and
Yeah.
suing her. Then you went on like a 1 minute like speech.
No, me.
No, Connor went on a 1 minute speech, and he's like, "Yeah, it's okay." So she was going down the hill. And the personalities. All I heard was personalities. I'm like, "What
Hold
the
on.
fuck?" And it's like, and that's because the door to her fucking Honda, whatever the fuck she was driving, was malfunctioning. And I'm like, "What?" And now he has brain damage. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
No,
and then
what
JP
happened
in the
was-
background's like, "What? He walked away."
So no. What happened was
to Wendy.
I didn't.
Wendy walked away from me. I apologize.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I was so confused.
What happened
I am
was
still so confused.
Okay.
So the whole story. Go ahead,
Connor has the article in front of him.
No, I was gonna say was the article I was reading was more about the fact that the grandkid of the doctor who got hit by Gwyneth Paltrow, the granddaughter hates the grandfather now because he had this like fit of rage where he was trying to have a trouble opening a car door, and that's what the article was about. I didn't realize it until fucking halfway reading it out
What
loud.
does this have to do with Gwyneth Paltrow?
Because the granddaughter saying like, "Oh, my grandfather had like this moment of rage, and I hate him. I don't want to be around him. He's not the person that he used to be because of the accident." So it's just a wrong, like ill-described fucking side story that has nothing to do with the main part of the fact of the fucking accident. Of like, oh, I hate Grandpa now because he got hit by Gwyneth Paltrow.
So when I heard this story, I'm sitting here watching it, and I'm like, "This is really a thing." Because I'm like, basement, like that's the way the story has been. Being confused. I'm like, what the fuck? So she is being sued for having a collision on a fucking ski slope with an older gentleman, and she's being sued because now he has like fucking brain damage or fucking whatever. But the thing is they made this sound like she just got up and walked away from the fucking collision. Like she just, well, yep, we're good here. I'm gone. I'm pretty sure she fucking sat there and said, "Are you okay?" And the guy probably said, "Yeah, I'm fine." And then they went on their fucking merry goddamn fucking way. Now he's suing her for the collision. That's what I got.
Okay, here's the thing. Did she perform a CT scan before leaving the scene?
Apparently, that's what you have to do now.
At least give him a fucking vagina candle, you stupid bitch.
Well, she apparently testified 2 days ago. Quote: "You skied directly into my fucking back," was her quote.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it's a he said, she said. Now who?
Well, I just don't understand when like an accident like that happens. Come on, it's just like if you're fucked up afterwards, you're fucked up afterwards. There's really nobody to. You can't blame the fact that you guys both fucked up.
That's why I think the case is going to get thrown out. But I just find it funny that this is what our world has come to: is suing somebody for having a collision on a ski slope. That I just.
I just really enjoyed the fact that he got angry at a car door later.
Accidents. You'll be okay.
Well,
apparently this guy won't be.
I'll support her by buying her vagina candle. The more you know. All right.
She's the one that sold her scent.
Mm-hmm. He looks like the most like generic human being alive. Like if you were to like choose the most like in any game, you go in and it's like I'm gonna choose option number 1. That is what you're gonna get.
With her?
Yeah. Right?
I don't mind her. I think she's all right.
She just seems like most like fucking wonder bred human being alive.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I don't think she's at fault here.
Well, she got rammed from behind by a doctor who then took it out on his fucking granddaughter.
That's what she's saying.
I can't believe I was hit by a pussy candle.
I could smell the scent.
I can't get it off my clothes. He
Oh,
goes
no.
home. He tries to fucking wash his clothes. It's not coming out. Come here, granddaughter.
All right, welcome back to day 2 of the queef beef.
Even worse if his granddaughter's named Gwyneth. I can't look at you anymore.
Oh, I can't look at it. No. Fucking Honda
Robert
Odyssey.
Downey Jr. used to be my favorite actor.
Fucking Honda Odyssey.
I remember.
Hey, Dad, can you pass the pepper? Ah, that was her name in the movie.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh my god.
What?
Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth.
Yep.
His fucking shit.
His fucking shit.
Yeah, you want to talk about his shit?
Mm-hmm.
Heather's got it.
Because he's too fucking high to clarify.
He's high?
He ain't low.
How many of you have seen or even heard of video clips and the practical joke of shoving somebody's face into their birthday cake and thought it was fucking hilarious?
I remember this now. Yeah. Yep. Tons of times.
Apparently, if you are a celebrity, you're not allowed to do it because that act is too violent.
Yeah, child abuse. I agree.
Yep.
Fucking come on. I seen this video.
Take him
Or I didn't
skiing.
see the video, but I seen the still frame of it, and the argument is, what was the article?
I don't know. Apparently, Chris Hemsworth's son is suing him for $300,000.
Oh, his son's not suing anybody.
No,
Because now he has brain damage.
2000s saying that the child is unsafe in their hands.
Yeah.
And that they are too violent.
Yep.
No, you know it's unsafe? Playing Thor Love and Thunder in their household. That's what you fucking. That's
Yeah.
unsafe.
Poor him.
I feel like, okay, in my version of the best world ever, somebody comes out and makes this complaint, right? And it's like, oh my God, how could they do that to their kid? Child abuse, kids face and cake. Oh my God. Behind these people, the door busts open, and it's about 17 fucking jacked men with big ass bats. Just beat them to within a 1 inch of their life. That's what I want.
That's you in a perfect world.
That's my perfect world. If you're gonna
I have
come out and say,
questions.
"I can't," how can he do that as a parent? Throw his kid into a cake, door busts open,
Mm-hmm.
and beaten to death
There
just
were
for the
not
thought of being that stupid.
I
there
have
were
a.
not even any candles on that fucking cake. I mean, come on.
I
I've had
have.
my hair accidentally lit on fire by birthday candles because of not paying attention.
Basement. I have a lot of questions about your.
Camera's not even on, dipshit.
Oh, shit. But everybody knows I have no fucking hair. That's why I said me too.
Yeah, but then you purposely sat there and took off your hat as if going, yeah, see?
Oh, this
It's a
is.
habit. Nobody can see what I'm fucking doing. Doesn't matter. You need to announce it to the world.
Oh, you're taking your hat off. Then why?
Dickhead.
Basement. Basement. I have questions about your perfect world.
In my perfect world, 17 men are busting open Connor's door with bats.
Every. Let's say I feel like dad jokes would not be a thing in your perfect world.
What did you say? No, but like, I mean, come on. You're gonna fucking complain about this shit, you need to be beaten.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. If
Agreed.
you think that's child abuse, I'll show you, however old you are, abuse.
I'll show you however old you
It's called a bat kake.
are. Oh God.
Listen, fucker. All right.
I'm listening.
No, never mind. That was like never mind.
That was like a never mind.
You feeling good over there, Jay Pizzle?
What?
You feeling good over there?
Yeah, I'm
All
fine.
right. Go.
James Reimer.
What?
I'm
Just read it.
I'm looking
Dude,
through.
we talked about that
Oh,
last
we
week.
talked about. Oh, there's more to that. Actually, story from last week. The James Reimer story.
Mhm.
There's more added on to that. I seen a tweet the other day. We're living in a world we should live in fear. We're living in a world where hockey players aren't wearing LGBTQ.
Oh, I saw
Yeah,
that too.
it's pretty fucking wild.
I'm like, what the fuck? Apparently, the Chicago Blackhawks are now not gonna do it.
Every time I load up Twitter, I find like another like 15 to 20 reasons to not fucking want to live. Fuck
Yeah,
Twitter.
again, let people live. Who cares?
Hey, if we had another means of collaborating. Ugh, God, I'd probably get on there first. What?
Did you see that they made a regular TV show of the movie True Lies?
Yes, they're making a series of that. I'm sorry, I had the hiccups.
It's starring everyone's favorite girl from She-Hulk,
Pants.
Yes.
I apologize.
and I don't know who the guy is because I've never seen him.
I did. Let me see. I'll look it up for you. I got you, big dog.
So they're making a
That's right.
series off of it?
They are.
Yeah.
And it's the girl that played her assistant in She-Hulk is Jamie Lee Curtis's character, I think.
Interesting.
And it's probably shit
I would not be surprised if it
because
was.
it's on like one of those generic fucking NBCs or whatever the fuck it is, those generic shitty channels. You know it's gonna be garbage.
On CBS.
So yeah,
G-
garbage.
GSN, generic shitty network.
Steve Howie is his name. He played Reba's son-in-law in her show Reba.
Oh, yeah,
I liked him a lot.
I never watched it.
He's funny.
He's good.
And then Ginger Gonzaga. No, there was a that's a university in Seattle.
The thing is, why is this a show?
I have no idea.
At this point,
for all the things you could like take away, the thing is, like, if I'm gonna make a show, I need to have it be in a universe that I could expand upon. True Lies was like a one-off fucking CIA action movie. It doesn't really screamed that it
Basement.
needed fucking 5 seasons.
Basement. You know how much shit Hollywood has produced for the sake of content?
I know, but like, there's so much else that you can kind of like
Yes,
choose.
of course there is. They literally did. They did.
I feel like if I watch the show, it's just gonna make me fucking hate the movie more for existing to have this exist.
Well, yeah.
Right.
And Cody, 21 Jump Street started as a TV show, then transformed into a movie, which makes more sense.
Yeah, I'm more with that line of thinking than the other way.
Actually, I have a great question for you guys. So I'll throw this one out there.
Do not accept it.
Well, too bad. Knock on my door. 17 guys.
Why you're 17? You know why.
It's his number, sir.
Oh fuck! Sorry.
You okay?
No, I just smashed my foot in my table. Anyways, continue.
Has there ever been a reboot or a remake of something in entertainment, like either like this, like a TV show to a movie or a movie to a TV show, or something like that, where like you clearly know it's like a fucking cash grab or just like they're trying to like milk it, that has been as good as the original or better than the original?
Last of Us.
Well, it's game 2. It's game 2 show. It's a bit different.
But I'll accept that answer. But
But I agree with that.
it's hard for me to think of any, to be honest with you,
No, there are some out there
that are better than their source material.
or like as good.
Okay.
I mean, like pretty much every fucking movie you've ever seen is taking on a book of some form.
Okay. I was gonna say that's true, but I'll give me visual media, not like.
So you're saying like, okay, so it went from movie to TV show or TV show to movie,
Or
and
reboot of movie to movie, show to show.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, from book to anything, it's gonna make it like being able to see X, Y, and Z. Like, look,
Yeah.
as much as we like, as even the faults of the Harry Potter movies, right? I'm just using Harry Potter's because obviously that's what we're talking about lately. But like, even the faults of the Harry Potter movies, like visually, it's gonna like blow your fucking mind because of course it fucking is. Like that was one of the things that that's actually one of the reasons I argue the Harry Potter books did so well isn't just because of the writing and the characters and stuff, but there was such intricate detail of a lot of items and stuff, but very few visuals. I think there's only like still images at the beginning of each chapter, like drawn images at the beginning of each chapter. So you had to, in your head, in your imagination, fill in what things were going to look like.
And I have to agree with Bodo here. Judge Dredd to the remake of Judge Dredd was so much better.
Yeah, I do think the remake was better than, but they were such different movies. I feel like I really like both for different reasons because one had that like 80s 90s charm of being like what sci-fi look like with on a budget, where the other one like
comic booky, yeah,
worked to really. They're both good, so I think that qualifies.
Mm-hmm.
I think as a movie, the remake is actually a better movie than the original. But the original has so much charm that it's like hard to say no to.
Well, you just hear so many times about like, oh, they're redoing or rebooting X, and collectively we are like, ugh, and easy to see why.
I would say Dune is a better.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
I watched Dune like half a year ago, or whatever. Though I thought the movie was watchable, I enjoyed it enough. I could easily see like people being like, I don't know about this, but I enjoyed it enough. And I saw the other one with fucking what's his tits, fucking guy from what's that show? That weird fucking show where he orders coffee all the time. Fucking Pine, 3 Pine. No, It's the name of a town.
Shutting down.
I can't remember the name of it, but I tried to watch the show and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
The fuck is going on?
Yeah, Terminator 2 was a no. Photo.
Terminator 2 is a sequel.
Yeah, I'm talking about like if you have like a conversion from like a show to a movie to a show, or a reboot of that same thing. So like, God, fucking how many times Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has been fucking rebooted as a show? Jesus Christ. like something like that.
Okay, I'm gonna say one that people probably like. I don't. I don't think it's better than the original, but it wasn't terrible, and the things that it went with kind of made sense for the
Uh-huh.
new age audience. Is Jumanji.
Okay, yeah. I get you.
It wasn't terrible, but I think it would appeal to a new age audience more than the board game version.
Well, because who plays board games anymore?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I agree with you because it was a completely different tone.
Yeah.
In fact, what the
Well,
fuck
it was
was the
kind of
tone
the
of
same
Jumanji?
tone, but uh it just worked for a generation that doesn't sit around and play board games.
Because The Rock was in it, nobody cares.
I got bored with these games. Wow, call them board games. But yeah. Oh, I do have this funny little story that I think it was thrown to us. I don't know who threw it, about the what is it, the Monopoly get out of jail free card.
Well, I little bit about this, but go ahead.
Same here. So let me just pull this article up. So this one was a doozy because, oh, come on.
I mean, I think a lot of people would argue that the new It is better than the made for TV It.
Oh, good. That's like actually a great.
So not for me because the made for TV it was just when I watched it and I love fucking what's his tits.
What?
Tim Curry.
Yeah, I was gonna say Steph Curry. I want to see an It with Steph
The
Curry.
TV's version of it was probably, I've never seen either of them. I would assume
What the fuck?
it wasn't just a 2-hour movie.
It was two 3-hour movies on
Okay,
TV.
but no, because it was on for 2 hours at a time. I know there's commercials and stuff, so I would argue that it was like a 5-hour movie.
It was like 2 3-hour movies.
Wait,
And
the
like
original?
the original, yeah.
I thought the original was split up into 5 parts for some reason.
Yeah,
No, it was 2 parts, wasn't it? I saw it in 2 parts.
No,
I
no.
saw it in 2 parts. The kids and then the adults.
you saw it in 2 parts, but I think on TV it was.
It might have been released in like 5 and 5. Sure, I had it. I watched it on VHS.
Okay, hold on. Now I need to look this up. God damn it.
God damn it!
Because that was a mini series.
God damn it!
Slow ass internet.
I mean, something. What was like a shitty property that was turned into something better? I'm trying to think.
I mean, you talk about any fucking tokusatsu shows like Power Rangers or Beetleborgs where they took something that was like, well, it wasn't shitty beforehand, but
I think is like I'd argue that the Power Rangers fucking the I'm gonna say lame ass Power Ranger shows were still better than the fucking movies and shit we got. Well, not like when they featured the same actors, but like that mainstream movie with fucking Elizabeth Banks.
Yep.
I'm okay without ever seeing that again.
So according to IMDb, the original It that was produced in 1990 was a miniseries, but was only 2 episodes. I could have sworn it was like a 5-part miniseries.
Oh, Mandela Effect.
Yep. Part 1 was, yep, it's exactly just like the movies. Part 1 was them as kids. Part 2 was them as adults. Son of a bitch. I could have sworn up and down, left and right that it was like a 5-part miniseries or something like that. Same idea though, it would still be split up, but like I didn't think, wow, fuck yeah.
I remember it as a 2-part because it ruined my life.
By the way, put a pin on the Power Rangers thing. I'll mention that in a second. The get out of jail free card. So here's a fun little story. So according to the Chicago County Sheriff's Office, oh no, sorry, that's not Chicago. That's Cisgago. When I can't fucking pronounce that shit. A Minnesota driver recently tried to give a Monopoly game card to a county deputy when they were pulled over. While clever, Minnesota law doesn't recognize the game pieces as valid. The driver gave the vehicle. I got out of the vehicle, gave the deputy a get out of jail free card from the game Monopoly along with their driver's license. The post in the sheriff's office regards the card. Last night, a deputy did his traffic stop, and the driver handed him this card along with his driver's license. Unfortunately, the state of Minnesota does not recognize this as valid document. It's unknown if the driver received any actual citation for being pulled over, or if they simply been given a warning for the infraction that led to the stop. and another that the card wasn't going to work here in Minnesota. I hope he wasn't hammered.
This driver was shot 7 times.
Anyway, on an unrelated note,
17 men with bats showed up at the scene.
only thing was left was a body, 3 bats, and a torn in half get out of jail free card.
And like 17 copies of Monopoly. We don't know why.
Weird, so bizarre.
I don't care what anybody says. The original Monopoly is the best. All these fucking like wannabes, for some reason, I don't want to play them.
There was a version that I played.
Like the Simpsons Monopoly, any of those. I'm like, this doesn't feel right.
No, there's a fast version.
Yeah, Monopoly Go.
No, it's like Speed, where you can do it like half the fucking time. It's called Speed.
Yeah, Monopoly Go. It's like a card
So-
game. It's
So what
Monopoly.
happened? The get out of jail free card. What is the problem with it? Sorry, I was.
A
17
guy,
men are about to show
a
up
guy-
at your house, JP.
Sorry,
guy-
I was actually looking for something. But go ahead.
a guy got pulled over, and he basically gave a Monopoly get out of jail free card with his license, and they had the Minnesota police officially released a statement saying, "We don't accept this as a official form of valid document." And Basement and I were like, "Well, imagine like on an unrelated note, someone's dead." Oh my God, there's a
Look how good his ass is.
what?
You got a good ass, Mr. Monopoly. Look at that.
Well, it's because the glutes are getting kicked upward.
Well, we maybe. Or maybe he's just landing and getting
he's just got
prepared
so
to
much cake.
accept it.
So get this: there's apparently a version. So there's when you were talking about like, oh, I hate the original, or no, I know the original is the only way to go. I agree.
Hmm.
However, you're right. They come up with so many fucking themed versions of Monopoly based off like movies and shows.
You can make
and
your
whatever.
own Myopoly.
Yep,
Pretty
yep,
cool.
you can. But I just found there's a speed version which you can do it in like record time. But then there's an opposite of that. There is the Monopoly longest game ever, and I need to see this board. And Jesus fucking Christ! Oh my God,
Jesus.
Basement, you're gonna hate this. Hold on.
I want somebody. Okay, you know the only person I could probably say could do this is fucking that Mr. Beast. Do real life version of Monopoly with actual houses.
He probably fucking could. Yo, check the. Yeah, I'm
It's like,
gonna put this.
you
up
are
on the stream.
repossessed, but my family. We're gonna plant 17 trees in your name.
That is something that somebody has never done.
Exactly.
This is.
Hire me.
I'm pulling up.
Nobody.
I'm pulling up the board of the longest Monopoly game ever, and Jesus Christ, no. I'll wait till everybody on the stream catches up with that. But like,
I want real life Monopoly. Come on, that would be fucking awesome.
Oh, I agree. I can't wait until they make a movie of it.
It's like every year you roll the dice, and wherever you go, you move in. The fuck is that?
sorry, but I accidentally made Cody a mod, then I reversed it. No, sorry, Cody, that was my bad. Bad clicks. My bad.
So you,
Holy
it's just 2 times the size.
Yeah, basically. But look, it's 2 board games, like in one.
I'd play this in 10 seconds.
You would?
I love Monopoly.
Really?
I actually
I think
don't
Monopoly might be my favorite board game.
We should probably play it again
I-
soon.
play as well. Monopoly is pretty fun. I will say
I sometimes get a little competitive.
Walk. Freaking legs.
I think there's 4 of those in this fucking game.
Sorry, you've been hanging around Vermont, huh?
Hold on.
I've heard of the speed version of Monopoly. I've never played it though.
The thing
Holy
is, Monopoly, you kind of almost always know, without like people doing shit that they shouldn't do, you kind of know who's gonna win the game in the first like 2 to 3 rounds, or 2 to 3 go arounds of the board.
You just start following.
Unless people are like, yes, I will trade you boardwalk
This
for
fucking
what was it, Belmont? What was the cheap ass shit? Belmont?
yeah.
Belmont?
Sorry, I just
Yeah,
counted.
whatever it's called.
There's 11 fucking railroads.
The railroads actually can do great things for you.
No,
in Monopoly, if you get them quick. If it's like if I have one, you have one, JP has one, I just give up on them.
Oh no, I'm fan of that, but I'm just looking at this board. It's like Jesus Christ. Um, yeah, I can sometimes get a little competitive with Monopoly.
I do like how the inner board is miniaturized and it includes it gives credence to the brown properties, which are shitty. But look where it like puts the browns and then it puts the fucking Park Place and Boardwalk right next to luxury.
Wait, I want to see the prices of them though. Is that like
Well,
are
I'm
the
sure I would assume they have the same prices as the outside. Maybe not.
can't
Yeah,
have
I'd
that?
play this immediately. I'd play any version of fucking Monopoly. I don't care.
You just
Give
said
it
that
to me.
you just said you were sick of all the.
Well, I don't like them as much, but and I prefer the original. But this looks like the original, just bigger,
I
which
think it's
to
just.
me is better.
I want to see if I can get a good picture of it, and like I'm trying to zoom in on it, but like it all it looks like it just looks like a fucking expansion. How much is this? And can we get it digitally?
Are there properties that aren't featured?
I think it's just
Yeah,
double.
look. No, well, no, because there's, it's
Yeah,
what the fuck?
it goes.
It's more than doubled. Because look, if you look on the left side, the big one, there's 2 yellows on the left, there's
Oh
two
yeah,
yellows on the right,
it's
and there's 2
three.
yellows in the small one.
It's
There's
three.
also 2 blues, 2 pinks, 2.
It's tripled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the prices. So it looks like the prices are the same. Yeah, the prices are the same for the property values in terms of their color. So it's basically just a reset after all the blues. So I was curious, like, is it scaled accordingly where it's still like big to little, but no, it's so you could literally land like there's like so there is 4 versions of Park Place and Boardwalk, and they're just numbered. That's funny.
Oh, I'd be
One,
down for this. The
two.
the thing that we haven't mentioned is Mr. Monopoly is fucking a turtle.
Looks like it. A rocket ship fucking holding the clock.
He's got like one of those hobo canes. Like, what is going on here?
It's a long ride, and the turtle's all for it. The turtle's submissive. Oh my
The
god.
board seems relatively small though. It seems almost the same size. Because look at that hat.
I'm looking at the pieces too. Looks like they have rabbits and tortoises for the game pieces. I'm looking at a different
Nice.
picture, but like, yeah, just looking at like a zoom in of everything. The prices aren't any different. They just literally mark them as like Boardwalk 3.
What's the matter? You good?
Holy shit, that's fucking insane. All right, so should I buy this?
Yes.
Just talking about.
Good lord, there's so many fucking versions of Monopoly. Good god.
Would you play that?
Give them all to me.
Avengers. Dun,
Heather just
dun,
said she likes Monopoly, and she just said she would not play that version. Of
What,
Monopoly.
the four versions over?
Come on.
It's educational.
Come on, man.
Why? Why does it? Why does a game that could literally last 3 months long need to be made longer?
Because people are fucking gluttons for punishment. All right, let's see how much is this worth. Jesus Christ.
You can sit there.
$200. Going by
Yeah.
3.
No, just fucking make your own.
I love how
$10.
the selling tag of this is, and you thought the original took forever.
Yeah.
Digital Monopoly.
You know, I really like board games, personally.
I do too. I mean, because we grew up on them.
Yeah, but I like also like I like video games too. I like both. So fuck it. I like games. Let me play them with your mind.
Games are fun as long as there's actual an entertainment value to it. I don't understand the setup though of that board.
It
Why
makes perfect sense.
Well, it's what do you mean the setup?
Why is Go all the way over in the far corner?
They've tripled the tile pieces.
It's got to be
Okay.
one. So because it looks like it's, I think it's 4 boards.
I thought it was 3 boards.
3? Hold on, 1.
2, 3.
It is 3.
4,
It is
5,
3.
6,
Sorry,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
3. It's 3 boards basically stretched out. So it loops around. So you go in the circle. So it goes to the
Oh, boy.
left,
I
up.
see
And
the
then,
arrows on the side directing you which way to go.
What?
what?
I see the arrows on the board
Oh,
directing
okay.
you which way to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit! There's 2 goes.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you just basically, well, there's 2 everything, or 3 everything, or 6 everything. But you like you kind of go through the board the way it's planned out normally, except that like they don't have any area that's 3 properties all in one, which I think is fucking interesting because it makes like the chance of you being in that fuck zone a bit less.
Oh,
But
I
it's like
like the
I own
fuck zone.
everything here.
But if you notice too, there's not there are some properties that are right next to each other, but there are some that are still spaced out. But yeah, I see what
But
you're saying.
they've kind of like it's the same board. What they've done is instead of having 3 properties, they've done 2 properties. It's the exact same board, right? But it's
Mhm.
just 2 properties,
Yeah, they're
and then
just
it resets.
they still have the same names on the other property. So if you own that property on the other board, do you own it on the smaller board too?
No, they're all different pieces because I've noticed I zoomed in on the picture, and if you look at the repeating colors, it's like boardwalk, boardwalk 1, boardwalk 2, boardwalk 3. So it's assuming that it's like different. But the thing
Because
is,
the
they're
way
different. They're all valued the same, roughly.
it's done in the same order color wise as the original board. They just taken out the 3rd option for every property triplet is now a double.
So in theory, if we have 4 people, is it 4? 3, whatever. Fuck it. If the 3 of us played together, each one of us in theory could have a series of blues.
Yeah.
Or knowing my luck, basement will get them all.
I know what I
There's
think
17
though.
men.
I have a strong feeling that if you don't own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like dark blues, you can't build on them. Which would mean it's the longest fucking
God
game
damn
ever.
it! You're gonna make me fucking look up shit, aren't you?
No, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure.
No,
'Cause
no,
that's
no.
okay. Well, no. But that's the rules of Monopoly. If you
It
don't
is.
own all of the colors, you can't build upon them. So that's why this is the
You
longest
can't
game
build
ever.
hotels on them. You can still build a house on a property if you don't have all of them, if I remember right.
You cannot. You cannot. You have to own all of the same color to build anything on them.
That is correct.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that's why it says it's the longest game ever. Because imagine trying to, the luck that it would take to land on all 6 fucking
All right.
colors.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Trust me. Trust me.
What's different about this game? There are 3 versions of every property. The game board is extra long. That means there are 66 properties. When you own oh, oh, listen to this. We were all wrong. The game board is extra long. Well, no, I think Heather was right. That means there are 66 properties. When you own Boardwalk, you automatically own Boardwalks 2 and 3, and you can split your buildings up among those versions any way you'd like.
So there's
Whoa.
wait a second. There's really no point in the game being as big as it is.
No, there isn't.
Well,
That is stupid as
wait.
fuck.
There's only
That
one.
is so stupid.
There's
Is
only
it just Boardwalk that's that way, or is it everything?
No, it looks like that. You can even move your buildings around on your turn. If someone lands on any version of any property you own, they must pay you rent. And just make things more interesting, when someone lands on a property you own, they have the option of forcing you to. What the fuck? And just to make it
Forcing
more,
you to
when someone lands on a property you own, they have the option of forcing you to sell it to them for rent plus M10, even if it's in a color set that has a building on it. What the fuck? That's different.
I honestly, like the rules I would play with are the rules I said beforehand, not this
Yeah.
fucking. Like, okay, if I land on Boardwalk, I own all fucking 3 Boardwalks. What's the point of having a board this size? It doesn't make any sense. Just play the regular Just play the exactly like what I said at the beginning.
Oh, so
Best is the regular Monopoly.
So sorry, when it said M10, that's the currency. So make things more interesting. When someone lands on a property you own, they have the option of forcing you to sell it to them for rent plus 10, even if it's in a color set that already has a set that has a building on it. That's weird. There's only
The
one.
thing is, like, any rules that are like vastly different than the original Monopoly suck.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either. I think that I would rather it be free for all, everybody for themselves.
I
But
feel like the only acceptable rules in Monopoly is free parking is actually where you put like income tax
Yep,
and like
that's
the chance
yep,
stuff and money, and then people win that.
yep,
And Go is landing on Go. People have done the double for
yep.
landing on Go. Those are kind of acceptable for me. Or the you can't buy anything on the first turn. The second turn is when you can buy. I can accept those.
There's also
Everything
only
else, crap.
one dice.
So you
Well,
don't
that
get double.
makes sense.
No doubles.
That makes sense for it being the longest game ever.
Bodo said, "Well, at
How the
least
fuck
it's
you
not."
get out of jail then?
You
Good
don't.
question. Wait, I didn't even fucking. Oh yeah, jail
That's
is in there.
Johnathan Majors.
I'm a conqueror. Bodo said, "Well, at least it's not silly like 3D chess." Anybody remember that chessboard? Are we talking like the? Are we talking like the big like 3D chess like physically in person where like you had to like press down on each
Yes.
square? Oh god, my dad had one of those.
I'm
Those
just wondering why they haven't made like Wizard's Chess, the 3D chess, a real thing, where just have like 50 animations for how you kill somebody and do it that way. Because in Harry Potter, they like beat each other with chairs and shit like that.
well,
Right.
you can buy obviously your own chess.
I think there is an online version of that. I just don't remember for sure. And Wendy has my phone.
All right,
But if there's
Well, I mean, if you did a chess video game where you just like spent your time doing like Mortal Kombat animations for how you kill pawns or how you kill fucking the tower or whatever the fuck, queen,
yes,
king.
there is a wizard's chess.
I do know Noble Collections did make a wizard's chessboard, a wizard's chessboard.
Ooh,
That the border of it was the school, and then the pieces.
I wonder if it would be popular to have like
yeah, it
you
would.
could do like chess, but the pieces could be of any like Mortal Kombat are the pieces. So you have like Zhao Zong as
I
the
mean,
king
shit.
or whatever.
Talk about
If you do acrylic pouring, you can do that. If you have a 3D
Well,
print,
I don't think you without the like. I'm not gonna go with real because half the fucking thing is to see digitally how they fucking annihilate each other. Your soul is mine. You get the little
anybody that can build-
catchphrases. It'd be such a
anybody that
cheap
can
way
build-
to make money for like mobile gaming.
yeah, anybody that can build a game. There's apps that help you build games.
Hire me.
I'm-
I'm gonna send 70 people to your house with bats.
Just download an app and you can build a game. You don't
Mm.
even need to be hired.
I feel
Shit.
like that's not
not what?
exactly
What?
the way it goes.
Oh,
Just
There
download an app and I'll be hired.
I mean,
Name of it.
I developed this whole Dragon Ball dice game in high school. It took me fucking it took a year. It took about a year to like to get down because I played it. I would tweak it. I had the general idea down for the game and everything like that. And then all of a sudden, uh, it'd be a situation where like we played like 5 times. It's like, well, this happened. Fuck. All right, let's redo the rules. Because we would stumble across something after playing it so much.
Yeah, where something didn't make sense. It's like we gotta change this so
yeah,
it does.
it either didn't make sense or made things too easy or made things too difficult or whatever the case may be. And it just it was just tricky to pull off. But that was a
Mortal
shit ton of
Kombat chess? Good idea.
yeah, fucking sell it. Sell that idea quick.
Well, I can't because I don't own any of the properties involved.
Well, you know who to contact.
Contact with a K.
I just shared the link in the Horny Goat for Life chat, and there is an online Wizard's chess game. It's on infinitygametable.com.
Ooh, I would love to get one of those if I had more fucking space.
I'm terrible at chess.
I'm. I played in a couple tournaments as a young angst.
That was not playing in any tournaments, and nor could I.
No, I barely beat the amateur computer.
I can't do timed matches. Fuck that shit. I cannot do because I don't work under pressure as it is in life, let alone
regular matches.
I can't do sitting at the park playing against the old man.
I mean, I get
Oh,
to
I've
the
done
point
that.
where I'm like, in which way does this piece move? Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Which one does the horsey go? L?
Where does the house? Like brain damage. But that's the way I am.
What? Oh my god. All right. Think we're good. Oh yeah, the Infinite Gauntlet. Yeah, I've seen that. Um, anything else we wanted to touch on before we good? We wrapping up, or we've talked about a lot of fucking inconspicuous shit just off the top.
I
Mm-hmm.
feel like there was something that I'm not remembering.
You didn't text the 17 men with bats, did you? Wish them all good night.
I'll call you when I need you. They're my bat
I
man.
know WrestleMania is next weekend.
Yeah, holy shit, huh?
What's gonna happen at WrestleMania?
Do you want to do predictions now?
The beginning of
Well,
the downfall of the bloodline starts taking place.
I'm okay with doing predictions now because I won't be around.
Yeah, you're not going to be here for the next one.
God damn it.
I can
I mean, we can run through the card real quick. I think
Okay. Yeah, give me a second.
because
Let
I don't
me,
really give a fucking
I don't
shit
think
about
all
it.
of the matches are set yet, but
But it's a week.
it's like 11 matches already been announced, so I mean.
there's gonna be things that they do.
There's gonna be those. Stone Cold is coming out. Hey, it's The Rock. Hey, it's Johnathan Majors strangling bitches.
Oh no.
Oh, Jeremy Renner is doing very well in his recovery.
Yes, I saw
That was
that
a
video.
really cool fucking like thing they have where it like alleviates a certain level of like how much you weigh so you can walk. That was
Yeah.
fucking interesting as
And
shit.
his strength back. Yeah, absolutely. That
Yeah.
machine is incredible that he's in, and he's recovering like a goddamn champ, man, with what he went through.
All
I
right,
don't really know exactly.
so
Like his legs look fine.
I do know that the matches that they only have so far for night 3 or night
Yeah.
1 they only have 3
Sit down.
matches.
Night 3, let's go.
Let me pull up the I got the card pulled up here. Come on, you son of a bitch. We got it, GP.
I got it too.
Night 1.
So night 1 is gonna so far is gonna be Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, and Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus.
Yeah,
You're
Trish
done
Stratus.
with the matches.
I'm reading the whole match.
No, so let me finish. Trish Stratus, Lita, and Becky Lynch versus Damage Control.
Okay, hold on. You're moving way too fast. I actually thought
Hold on.
Austin Theory. Okay, so can you just go match by match, or
Oh,
are you
night
just gonna
1.
name?
I'm just telling you what has night 1 so far, and I just want to let you know because Connor has the card. That
Mhm.
night 1 only has 3 matches so far. Austin Theory versus John Cena, Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul, and Trish Stratus, Lita, and Becky Lynch versus Damage Control.
Okay, so far it sounds
That's what they've announced for night 1
not
so
great.
far.
Yes.
All right, so God damn it, everything's freezing on me. No.
And they've only got the 1 match for night 2, which is the main event.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're just gonna do a collective like run through anyway, so fuck it. All right. So might as well start with this one. Austin Theory, John Cena, U.S. title.
John Cena is not beating him.
Yeah.
Austin Theory's winning. John Cena's just there to put him over.
Also, this match is probably going to be just fucking terrible.
I don't know. We'll
It's
see.
going to be 5 minutes long. There's going to be a couple AAs. It might be more than 5 minutes because they're going to banter. There's going to be a lot of banter.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could be
And
fun.
like showing off. It'll be fun enough for what it is, but the match itself won't be something you're like, I can't wait to see them wrestle ever again.
2 years ago, I would have been more excited.
Yeah, and I feel like now John Cena is kind of in the role that the Rock is in, where he's so removed, where it's like he's only gonna go through the A, B, and C's.
Yep.
I mean, he was always fucking going through the A, B, and C's, but this is gonna be like after being away for a while, going through the A, B, and C's.
All right. So we're all in agreement. We all think Theory's gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Father versus son. Ray versus Dominic.
Rey Mysterio will win.
I
I mean,
kind
all he did was take L's for the fucking last 17 years.
kind of want.
He took an L as soon as he birthed that monster.
Yeah, you know what? And especially where he's going into the Hall of Fame. Yeah, give me Ray.
Yeah. I feel like this could have I don't know where they are storytelling wise, and it'd be kind of weird for like you're gonna tell a story of like Ray reaching out to him as much as possible, and him kind of like. Do you think this is gonna be the moment where Dominic's gonna be like, "Dad"?
No.
No.
All right, then I don't give a fuck about it.
No, this is gonna have a lot of fuckery because of Rhea Ripley.
I don't think. I hope not. I think he'll have a lot of fuckery because of Damian Priest. But let Rhea and Finn focus on their own shit.
Chavo Guerrero is gonna come out.
Oh my god.
Chavito, he's gonna run them over with the lowrider.
Yep. Oh, I said lawnmower. That was worse.
And then he's gonna eat 17 pounds of Taco Bell and die in the middle of the ring.
Hey, I wasn't too far. Life flashing before my eyes. Women's Showcase Tag Team match. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Shotzi Natalya versus Ronda and Shayna versus TBD. It's basically replacing the Women's Battle Royal.
Well, this is a pre-show match.
It's filler garbage, and it's nothing to be excited about.
Ronda and Shayna.
I'm gonna go with the winner being. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Who is it? What match?
Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan versus Shotzi Blackheart and who?
Shotzi.
It's gonna be Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan.
Shotzi and Natalya, Ronda and Shayna, and then TBD team, which apparently is rumored to be Carmella and Chelsea Green.
Is it like a triple threat tag match?
Fatal four-way tag.
It's fatal.
Oh god, it's gonna be horrible. That's what it's gonna be.
It is the only, and they aren't doing just because the men are doing. It's an actual.
What? It's an actual what?
They're doing it on their own. It's just the only reason that they're having all of the match like that is so that everybody.
It's one of those all-inclusive WrestleMania matches. Everybody's got to be on the card.
Yeah, because they are all going to get a bonus. If you're on the card, you get a bonus. That's why.
Which I don't understand. Okay, that is idiotic mentality for running a company. It's like we're willing to make the show worse to include you on the card so that we pay you more.
The bonus isn't as much as you think it is.
Well, why does it even exist?
I don't run the company.
I feel like the bonus should just be like Christmas bonus. You did well this year. Here it is.
I think it's
instead of being like we forced ourselves to showcase you on the fucking event. Here's a couple $1,000.
Hell in a Cell, Edge and Finn Balor.
It will be okay.
It's gonna. Well, who's winning?
I think Finn's gonna win.
I don't care.
I want Finn to win.
That is going to be who is feuding with whoever wins the
Universal title.
For the Universal title or whatever.
Finn has not had any really major victories ever since he lost the goddamn.
I don't see either Finn or Edge being fucking world champion anytime soon.
No, I don't either. But I think Finn needs to win more than Edge does.
I think I agree with you. I think Finn should win, but then again, when is the whole basis for storytelling in wrestling is the good guy at some point has to come out on top, and I don't see that happening.
Well, I mean, if this is the person that's going to face,
why are they still fucking doing it?
If this is the person that's going to face the champion, it's probably going to be Finn Balor winning.
Yep.
Because Edge is the face, and Cody's the face, unless they turn Edge heel.
What about you, Heather?
She stepped away.
Okay. All right. Let's rapid fire these bad boys then. SmackDown Women's match: Charlotte and Rhea.
I'm going to tell you, I think Charlotte should retain. I do not get Rhea. I just cannot get into her. Them two, it's just not working. They got this ass backwards.
Ass backwards?
Charlotte should be the heel.
Ass backwards.
It makes no.
You know what doesn't make any sense is the fact that she's ingrained in a different storyline.
the story they're telling with Rhea is a redemption story. You don't tell that with the fucking heel.
Why is she involved in a storyline for the women's championship while she's also heavily involved in fucking Dominic Mysterio's storyline?
Point.
It's a fucked up. Even if she wins, nobody's gonna give a fuck. So I'm gonna go with Charlotte winning because her winning makes no sense storyline wise. It's just like she's too spread.
I get what you are saying, Connor, and how big. And I know that what's going to end up happening. Charlotte should win, but I could almost tell you right now, Rhea's going to win.
Yep.
And
I mean, they'll probably give it to Rhea because they love fucking. It's that moment, a young star. What the fuck? This already happened 17 times.
She's a heel. Moments shouldn't be given to heels ever.
Yeah, but is Charlotte Flair a face?
Yes.
He's supposed to be, yeah.
I feel like it's one of those matches that they kind of like just.
They drop.
We need to have this happen, but we're not focusing on it at all.
Yeah.
If you're featuring her in two storylines, and
it's either that or Bianca Belair, and I just
Mhm.
got.
Okay, honestly, like I'm looking at Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair as like the future of women's wrestling, even though the future still exists in the women that are the core of women's wrestling, or that were the core. The fucking Rhea Ripley, as I mean, I don't care about either of them. They're just so generic. I mean, Rhea Ripley, yes, she's all right as a wrestler. It's just they don't seem to know where she exists as and what her role is. Is she gonna be like this goth fucking rebel girl forever? And Bianca Belair, is she gonna be in high school until she's 74 years old?
Which is just dumb.
Heather, who do you think was for Finn and Edge? Who do you think was gonna win?
It's gonna end up being the Finn Balor.
Okay, so I thought we were pretty much on the same page. Tag team titles: Sammy and Kevin versus the Usos.
Sammy and Kevin.
Yep.
Yeah, Sammy and Kevin's gonna take it, and that's gonna push Jay even further. And there'll be some. It's not gonna be fuckery.
What?
He'll wait until the match is over between Roman and Cody, but that'll push Jay to the point of I'm fucking done with the bloodline.
This will be the match that showcases the storyline that is pretty much, or was pretty much, the fucking main thing for the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Of Jey Uso like fighting against his like heritage and siding with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens over the bloodline.
Personally think this should kick off night 2, not happen in night 1. Because if they're going to take the title off of Roman for night 2, it has you end the Usos and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens on night 1. You kind of killed the momentum.
I mean, ideally, and this is like fucked up, this should be like part 1 of the main event for WrestleMania. It should happen right before the Roman Reigns match. The only thing is, like, if you look at it, it's going to be like you have to glue the attention of the viewer for like an hour because that's what, like, the amount of time you're looking at.
Yeah, they're gonna kill
I
each other.
feel like they will probably main event night 1 with this.
Nope. Charlotte and Rhea are gonna.
Yeah,
Oh God, I'd rather kill myself. So then it shouldn't happen on night 1. Honestly, if it's not main eventing, it shouldn't happen. And I would love to see a fucking tag team match main event something.
I wouldn't. This one, yes, because there's something to it.
What the fuck? Shut up then.
All right.
I wouldn't want to see a tag team match main event. This one, yes.
My point is, tag team wrestling to me should never main event anything.
Oh man, tag team wrestling when done really well is great.
It's good shit. 6-woman tag: Lita, Becky, and Trish against Damage Control.
And this is supposed to be for the women's tag team championship.
I don't care. I don't care about any of them.
I don't think it is. I think it's a 6-woman tag.
It's 6-woman tag.
But yet they first booked it as Lita and Becky going for the fucking championships.
I would rather watch paint dry.
I agree, but you know what? It's fucking stupid.
That is never for the tag titles. I thought that's where they were going, but that's not where.
Well, that was literally the challenge they laid down.
Well, they had the belt match at Raw where they won the titles from Damage Control, but now because Becky and Lita are the champs now.
This
So, I
was
mean,
just to get Lita and Trish at fucking WrestleMania. That's the only reason they did it. They'll
He-
they'll end up losing the titles the Monday night after Raw.
yeah, that's
I don't want to see. I don't want to see Lita and Trish.
I don't either.
I don't either.
I think what's gonna happen is Damage Control will get the win, but Trish, Lita, and Becky will get the cock of the walk afterwards. They'll be the
don't
ones
care.
standing tall after. I know.
I really like honestly. Fuck women's wrestling.
Speaking of not caring, Brock Lesnar versus Omos.
Don't care.
Don't care. But it's gonna be Brock Lesnar.
It's gonna be a terrible match.
I hope Brock kills him in 2 seconds.
I don't think it is even going to be a match, to be honest with you. I don't think it's intended to
honestly, be. One of the biggest travesties in fucking wrestling history is how Brock Lesnar has been used over his entire career. Because yes, people will be like, "Oh, it's great that we get to see it when he's like the title card and he obliterates people in 10 seconds or whatever." The fact of the matter is, I've seen this guy actually wrestle a couple times, and it was amazing. Give him some time to go. Give him an actual competitor. Don't make him be an unstoppable monster to an extent. He still has to be that, but I fucking hate what he became, like this 5-second jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's like, what the fuck? You're throwing, like, anytime I see this guy wrestle fucking a guy for being big, it's just terrible. Almost sucks. He's garbage. I don't ever want to see him wrestle again. He's one of the worst fucking wrestlers I've seen in the last fucking 10 years.
All right, so none of us care. Let's move on to a match that I think would actually be. I think it's gonna be one of the best ones of the night. Seth Rollins and Logan Paul.
That'll be a very entertaining match.
It'll be a good match, but I think Seth
It'll be a
Rollins
spot
will
fest.
squeak out the win.
Seth Rollins is going to end up challenging for a world title, and
I'm telling you right now,
he will probably get his run at being the guy when Roman Reigns steps away.
I was just about to say that. With Roman Reigns probably taking a step back with Cody Rhodes, please God, man, give this guy what he deserves. 100%. Seth Rollins is probably the best wrestler in the world currently.
Right now, yeah.
I agree with
like he is the full package. So like if they don't capitalize on that and give him his run and use like the time off or the time away or the time like kind of not being in the limelight for Roman Reigns to face him eventually, that's like a couple of years down the line. That's your WrestleMania match that you want. Keep these guys away from each other now.
I saw a GIF that was great where he's on Raw doing something with a fucking phone. He just goes, "Bye bye, bitch, ha ha!" And is that like fucking Seth
He was
Rollins?
FaceTiming Logan Paul.
Oh my! Oh, it's even better.
He actually FaceTimed Logan Paul.
He stole the Miz's phone off of him and FaceTimed Logan Paul.
He curb stomped the Miz and then took his phone and then called Logan Paul. It was pretty funny.
God damn, I love that. All right, so honestly, for me, I don't care. I think it's gonna be a great match, and I'm good with either.
I want to see Seth Rollins have like the legitimate run that Triple H kind of had when he came back from injury, where he wore like 17 jean jackets.
Yeah,
we kind of need that version of Seth Rollins, the legitimate fucking beatdown, not the fucking Rat King laughing at everything, wearing a bunch of different coats and shit like that.
I kind of like that version.
I do, but we've had that version, right? I want the legitimate fucking main man, and that's really where they should go if they're smart. They'll go with him holding that title for a year at least, or
Heather,
two.
JP, Seth, or Logan?
I was saying before, it's going to be a good match, and I think Seth, being the good seller and worker that he is, he's just going to squeak out the win.
Seth's going to win, but it will be by some fuckery.
All right.
He's going to do the fuckering. Something's going to happen.
Men's Tag Team Showcase. Ricochet and Strowman versus Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus Viking Raiders.
Do not care.
Yep.
This is just
what kind of match is this?
This match will
be tag.
This match will be for when they split the tag titles. These guys will probably get the first shot.
If I had to pick
What's
Strowman
this?
versus Ricochet, I think is gonna win. But I don't care either. Here's one that's gonna be. I think this is the match of the night, just on paper. Triple threat for the IC: Drew, Sheamus, and Gunther.
This is going to be a brutal
This isn't-
match to watch.
This is just going to be a fight. It's not even going to be.
The thing is, if this match doesn't deliver, Mania will be a failure. This for me is the match that it has to be good. If it's not good, I'm like, fuck, I don't know. That's the gimme. That's the gimme.
No, there's one match where if it doesn't deliver, then I will
But
say.
this is like the match. Like,
There's
I
two.
just want to see three men beat the shit out of each other. This is that match. If it doesn't give me that, then I'll be upset.
This is literally going to be an Irish pub brawl. Nothing else.
I don't think it will not fail.
It should be very hard hitting, and if it's not, then
The names involved in this, absolutely, it's going to be very hard for it to fail.
But who's gonna win?
Drew.
Gunther.
Drew. I think Drew's winning.
I don't think Gunther's getting pinned though.
No, it'll be Sheamus.
See, what's funny is I actually think Sheamus is gonna win.
And it would be
Okay with them winning.
on WWE's part if they
It's just a match that's perfectly booked. It should never go wrong in ring, and whoever wins, I'm okay with.
Yeah, I think, but I do agree in the sentiment that I don't think Gunther's getting pinned. I think Sheamus is going to pin Drew, if anything, or Drew to pin Sheamus. I don't think Gunther's going to be in the decision, which perfect. Keep him.
Which is why they're building this story, because he was like, I want to have one-on-one, but then he was stupid and interfered in the match that they were having
for that one-on-one.
Because because the whole story with Gunther is he's always saying they're disgracing this prestigious sport.
Yep. Yeah.
And so that's the story they're telling with Gunther, and he actually ruined his. So he's kind of being a hypocrite about it, but so they're having this match, and Gunther, it'd be perfect. He's not win. That's why I don't think he's winning, because
it's his time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Raw women's match: Bianca and Asuka.
Asuka better fucking beat the shit out of
Bianca. Asuka should win, but the way WWE is, and they want to have Rhea versus fucking Bianca at some point.
Stupid.
And then
it doesn't have to be for that title though.
Basement.
No, I think it's gonna be title versus title. It's gonna be stupid.
Basement.
Oh, it better be Asuka. I can't.
All right. Well,
Bianca Belair needs to reform her character.
And that just leaves the main event.
Cody should win.
I was gonna say, if it's not Cody, they don't know what they're booking.
If Cody doesn't win, go ahead, Heather. I'm sorry.
I'm done.
If Cody doesn't win, then who? And if people fucking, it can't be Jay. Here's why. If you're gonna have Jay beat Roman for the title,
why the fuck has he been a sad little puppy at his side for the past 6 months?
Well, at some point, them two are gonna have a match, and it's probably gonna be at SummerSlam, which is where it should happen. This is when Roman will fully step away take some time away, or whatever he's gonna do.
Go into movies like his cousin.
Seth, or not Seth, Jay will beat Roman for the tribal chief. If they keep the title on Roman to have, you're minimizing the fucking titles by having this over a title of tribal chief. The WWE titles will not exist at all, and just throw them in the trash, and just whoever is the world champion is the tribal chief. So, makes no fucking sense to me.
So considering that this match is going to have some fuckery with it, for sure.
It is. Oh, absolutely.
The way I would pull off that fuckery so that it never actually interferes in ring for me personally, I would like
Correct.
Cody to beat Roman straight in ring, and that be the case. I would also like fucking you could have a moment with fucking what's her name, Brandy Rhodes. I don't know if she's part of WWE or not, but if she isn't, whatever, have her there. Brandy Rhodes and Paul Heyman get into it because they're the behind the fucking
The
mandatory.
ballets.
And then you have Jimmy Uso come out and have fucking Dustin Reynolds interfere and have them fucking take each other out before they can get to the ring and have the in-ring action
It's too
never be.
complicated.
You're making it.
You're
Well,
making
there-
it
it is-
complicated. Dustin Reynolds is never coming back to WWE. He is too happy with AEW and the Nightmare School.
Okay, so how are you going
not
to get rid of
back.
Jimmy Uso coming out to do something?
Yes, it'll be Solo, it'll be Jimmy, or it'll be Jay that comes out.
Who comes out on Cody Rhodes' side?
They hang on, basement. Since you haven't been watching, they heavily hinted at basically Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn backing Cody.
I don't like that because
Them.
that's kind
So-
of being like solutioned earlier with them fighting the Usos.
Well, they are. They're having a match with the Usos.
That's what I just said.
Okay. Jay. It's gonna come out. This is gonna be the beginning of the down. This should be the beginning of the downfall of the bloodline. Period. And Jay Uso is ultimately going to be the one that takes out Roman. If it's not him, it's going to be Solo Sikoa.
I want to kind of think that WWE would throw a curveball with having Roman retain because of fuckery. That being said, the only two things I'll say is this: if Roman does retain at Mania, then you bet your ass there's going to be a fucking rematch and Cody's going to win.
He has to because you can't make the title Jay versus Roman because it makes no sense. They're already fighting over a title at that point.
Well, what I'm saying is that I could see Roman retaining at Mania and then losing at what was it, Backlash?
That's terrible. That's terrible.
I
That's
agree.
stupid.
I agree. It is. I'm not saying that I would do it that way, but I'm saying is I could also see because did Roman pass 1,000 days yet?
No, but I don't want him to either, and a lot of other people don't either.
I don't want him to.
But that's I think
The thing is, if Roman doesn't lose at Mania, he should never lose ever again until he retires. And in all honesty, he's beaten everybody. And unless they have this hidden signing that they're going to showcase after Mania, now is it.
Yep.
He's past the point of kind of being like, we're done with him. And they've kind of done enough with the storyline that where else are you gonna go?
And I agree with the idea of if not Cody, then who? Because there's nobody else that could be in the same.
Do you agree with Goldust?
Maybe. Just maybe.
I hate you. I'm gonna send 17 men to your house.
Ah. Anyway, with that being said, that's it for Mania. I think that's gonna be it for No Books Given. We think it went pretty far. Any last minute tidbits before we wrap things up here, guys?
Nope.
I do feel like if it comes down to it, and it's Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and they come out, and the thing is, WrestleMania is about those moments, and you're kind of like showcasing a family versus. I know it's Cody Rhodes, but he's known for his family in wrestling. This is why I kind of said the fucking Dustin Reynolds shit. Family, yeah. Who's gonna stand up for you after you've got nobody left or whatever? So that's why I could see potentially happening. Money talks.
Could. You never know. We might even do some 2K23 simulation on the channel. See how that goes. Tomfoolery. Ow. All right, it's fucking late. Want to thank JP, Heather, and Basement for once again gracing us with their presence. Was there anything else, guys, you wanted to mention before we wrap it on up here?
Nope.
Basement.
I'm good.
All
I'm
right.
good. I'm good. I'm great. I gotta watch Harry Potter 4.
Yep.
Here's the fourth one. Goblet of Fire.
So make
Goblin on Fire.
Make sure you guys join us tomorrow as as Heather takes the charge for leading us to the Harry Potter Roundtable for Goblet of Fire. Check out all the other cool stuff. Subscribe, like, comment, share, all that fun hoopla. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for some Harry
Uh,
Night, bitches.
you gotta pop your pee.